you can reshape your mind, you can rewire your brain, and you can change these physiological responses so that you no longer have to worry about your panic attacks or your generalized anxieties. When I was growing up, I felt like I was in a psychological prison. Whenever I walked around, I would find myself in situations where I would be overcome with anxiety and anticipation of some upcoming doom. Whenever I had to present in a class, I would get very embarrassed and I would be worrying the whole time other people were presenting, just waiting in line, because I knew that I would have to present. And it would fill me with fright. But this wasn't the only thing that would cause me dread and anxiety and this crazy anticipation that would really drain my energy and ruin my day. And so I found out that whenever I'd go into certain situations that would set off this anxiety, I would find myself in the same patterns of, short of breath, tightness in chest, my heart rate is going up, and I would continuously find these symptoms appear over and over and over again. And I learned to recognize them. That's step one. Learn to recognize the symptoms of your panic attacks. Learn to recognize the symptoms of your anxieties and your phobias. Because once you learn these symptoms, not the cause, the symptoms, you'll be able to recognize the cause more easily. Because when these anxieties are set off, you're not aware of the cause. These are set off subconsciously. If you're taking notes, write this down. They're subconsciously set off. And so that's why you'll find yourself under a panic attack, not knowing what's happening, what's setting it off. So learning the symptoms is key. And learning how to deal with these symptoms is step two. You want to learn how to do deep, controllable breaths. When you breathe, remember, there are 4 steps to each breath. There's the inhale, there's the holding in of the breath, there's the exhale, and there's the reverse of the holding in of the breath, the complete absence of breath, and holding that. And so when you do breathing exercises, as you should, if you want to improve this reflex so that you can reduce your anxiety and reduce these panic attacks and make sure that they're not severe at all, and eventually getting you into this groove where you don't need to worry about panic attacks because you know how to handle them, you know how to deal with them, and you gain this like insane control and emotional balance. It's like you're growing this muscle, and eventually it'll be effortless. Isn't that cool? So, being aware of the symptoms and then being aware of how to deal with them. When you exhale and you continue to push that out, you're actually loosening up your muscles. Your body is physiologically loosening, and your heart rate is going to go down. Now, when you inhale and then you exhale, and you're trying to exhale really fast, you're not getting that response, that physiological response to reduce your stress and reduce your heart rate. So you want to be in control of your exhalations. Now, what I told you before about the 4 parts to the breath, you need to keep this in mind when you're doing your exercises. You need to make sure that you have even intervals. So say 5 seconds holding in, 5 seconds exhaling, 5 seconds holding out, 5 seconds inhaling. Now try that. And it's going to be challenging at first, but you'll slowly start to realize that your heart rate is lowering, and then you can then move those intervals to higher intervals, But shoot for 5, really. That's it for me today. I'm going to be posting more videos like this later on my channel, so subscribe if you want to find those first. All right, this is Jake from the Inventor Mindset, and I want to let you guys know that you can reshape your mind, you can rewire your brain, and you can change these physiological responses so that you no longer have to worry about your panic attacks or your generalized anxieties or your whatever phobias you have, okay? It's going to be awesome. And once you start to do these exercises and slowly build up these muscles that you have, then it's going to get a lot easier and you're going to enjoy yourself a lot more and you're going to feel safer going out and you're not going to worry about these things that could happen or might eventually happen. None of that. You're going to be completely cool, calm, and relaxed. This is Jake from the Inventor Mindset. Have a good one.